Hello everyone, welcome back. In previous video, we already showing our data from database and able to have a dialog to adding our new employee. The next thing we will do in this part 4, we will having a feature to update the employee and also deleting the employee. So let's we start it, we can close it. And now let we start from our service. We can minimize these two. First, we will have a feature to find the employee by ID. Public employee view model, find employee, and we will search by employee ID. Okay, var employee equals to db context. Okay, nice. Employees first or default, and maybe no need, but just find. And in this case, employee ID. Okay, this one we will try to search employee data in our employee table, which employee ID is this one. Okay, if the employee is null, what we will do is we will just return null. Return null. Okay, we also set like this, so it means it's a nullable. We can return null and return the employee view model. And the next thing we'll define a employee view model. It's a result new employee view model, and we set the employee ID equals to employee ID. Oh no, but employee ID. And then full name. Okay, nice. We can autocomplete. Oh, not again. Date of birth. Okay. Age. Okay. Port number. Okay, nice. And then we can just return the result. So we already converted into employee view model. The next method we will have is updating the employee. So let's just public boolean of update employee. Okay, we will accept the employee view model. Okay, I clean up a bit. Okay, we're still doing the same in there. For this one, we need to get for model employee ID. And then we return false if the employee is null. Maybe it's better we wrap it under try catch exception, and then we return false if any exception happen. And then we can modify like this, employee full name. It's come from model full name. We pass from our parameter. Okay, same. Date of birth, employee date of birth. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. It's autocomplete. And then we can do a var result db context save changes. And then like we do in the create, this one, okay, we return true if any changes in our database. Return result equals to more than 0. If more than 0, it means there is a data change in our database. Okay, update database is complete. Now we have a delete function. Public boolean delete employee. Okay, we can use this. Again, we can search first for employee db context employees, find employee ID, and if employee null, we return false, and if not null, we're going to db context employee and remove employee. And we also need to do the same like above. I think we can just copy lah. Okay, nice. Maybe we're also able to wrap it under try catch. So if any exception happen, we can return as false. Alright, all three service is complete. Not three service lah, three function in service. The next thing we will do is updating our UI. So we can close it. and then we go to the component pages. Let's start with the home first. We will having a button inside our data grid in here, and in. So how to do it? We just having a template column, cell class we set as a flex, and we justify n, and we need to have a cell template, and in here we will adding our button, mat button. We having a class for margin n2. This is a margin right, and then we can set the size to size of small. The variant is a field, and then we will have an icon, start icon to icon, material, field, edit, edit, and set the color to color warning, and don't forget to add on click function. On click, we will have like this. Okay, this update employee, and insert the context. No, just context like this. Update employee, and close the button and put the text in here to update. Nice. And then we have another button for delete, but in this case we don't need to have a margin right, and then the icon is delete. What is delete icon? And this one should be remove employee, and change to remove. Now let's define this bot function. We go to the bottom, minimize it, and then just define empty method for this, yeah. Private asynchronous task update employee. Okay, this one cell context with the employee view model as value. Employee. Okay. And the next we will have a remove employee. Why is error? Okay, nice. Now we have just need to implement this function. Okay, first we are going to use same Razor component for our update. So better we update first this one, because it's only available for insert. We not define it's also able for update. So let's have an enumerator. Maybe we just insert into new folder, enum class UI action enum. Change it to enumerator, and we have insert and update. Okay, I will tell you about this later. What is this for? So on this one, we will have a parameter of property UI action enum, nice, and action. By default, what we do in here is action enum insert, and then this one should be a parameter also. Parameter, because we will define this when we try to show current current employee, I mean. And also this one we set as a parameter. Move it top. Okay. And we need to have another function, private void create employee, and we will move this into create employee. So if the action is UI action enum insert, we will call this create employee. But if but else if action equal to UI action enum update, we are going to have another method to update employee. No, update employee. And we need to define also update employee. I just copy from create employee, because basically it's same, just need to change like this: update employee, calling the employee service for update employee, and change the alert successfully update the employee. And then there is thing we need to modify on our create new user, because previously we not having this parameter action date model, so we need to define it also on here. For parameters, new dialog parameters, this is for create or update employee. So we'll have an array of X action. We will set the value to insert. Okay, I don't want this long, just adding the reference, and then duplicate it. And for model, okay, I need comma here. Model, why there is no autocomplete? Model, it just empty employee view model. And then we need to assign this value when we try to showing the dialog. And then I think we can copy it to update employee. But first we need to searching the employee from database for employee view, maybe employee service, find employee. Okay. And search item employee ID. Okay, if employee view is null, we will having a snack bar at, do we have snack bar? Oh, we don't have we need to inject first snack bar. Something wrong when try find the employee, or you can set that employee not found, it's fine. Oh, we forgot to add the severity to error, and we can return it. And if employee is not null, okay, we can pass it into here, employee view, and this one should be update. And also the date, where is it? Date, okay, it's come from employee view dot date of birth, because it's not on model binding, so we need to binding manually. This one we will change to update employee. This is a dialog title, and the other seems good lah. We don't need to change. Okay. Now update employee is complete. The next thing we will do is removing the employee. And then before we deleting or removing the employee, we want to have like a dialog for confirm to us, are we sure want to remove the employee or no? So by that we need to have another dialog for that. So just create another dialog in pages is fine. We can new razor component, alert, remove dialog, confirmation. Better remove confirmation dialog. Okay. We will have a math dialog with the dialog content, we will have a math text in here. Do you really want to delete this? Not this, this record. This process cannot be undone. And then there is an action if we want to confirm yes or no. Math button. There is a math button. On click is cancel. To cancel, later we define it. Cancel. And then another button. This one is submit. And with color error to make it red. And the variant is a variant field. This one should be delete. Maybe confirm delete lah. Okay. Now we will have a code. First we need to get the dialog, cascading parameter, private math dialog instance, math dialog, get set. Okay, later this one to be used for closing the dialog. So it's just simple, a private void submit math dialog close. Okay, and then we have a result. Dialog result is okay, true. And then for cancel we just math dialog cancel. Seems there is error. Okay, this one confirm delete, and this one need to be closed. And why still error? Okay, nice, there is no error again. And now we can call this dialog whenever we want to delete the employee. We go to the home, the treasure, and then var dialog await dialog service show asynchronous. What is remove confirmation dialog, and then we set remove employee. What is it? Employee item full name. Okay, later we will show on the title we want to remove this employee, and then we get the result from dialog. Wait dialog result. If result is not null, okay, we can do like above, not null, and result cancelled is not cancelled. We can get the data again, var conformed to boolean result data, or if data is null, it means a false. Data is what we return in here, that we returning a true. So if confirm, we will call the delete result employee service remove. What is delete? Oh, delete employee item. What employee ID, and then the result if success, it will showing the snack bar at successfully remove the employee with the variant of what not variant, severity of success. And then we directly data grid reload the data grid. Else we just showing that we violate file, let's remove the employee. Okay, clean up a bit, and let's see. Okay, for the color of remove, we need to set as a error. This one is orange and this one is red. Okay, I have compiled it and I found another issue. This one, the issue is okay, this one, it should be with capital V, value, value, and value. And let's see when we start it. Okay, let we update the first value in here. Update. We're able to see the value, the name, department, all the value, and I try to update and I save it. Nice. I will do update it. And if we try to delete it, maybe I try to search Alvin and I want to delete it. Okay, we can see the dialog. I delete it. Nice. We're not able to see it again. And gone. Okay, so now for this part is complete. Don't forget to commit your changes. Part 5. Again, I forgot what part we are. Part 4. Commit. And then for the next part, we are going to have importing data from Excel and exporting to Excel.